Hi, Mom. Hey, y'all. Chris from Key Farm, tractor mechanic today. So, not only do I make YouTube videos, but I also watch a lot of them and try to learn some stuff. So, this is my Farmall C. My Farmall C has low oil pressure, among other problems, apparently. So, a while back, I watched a video on how to increase oil pressure. And the channel name was Canadian Redneck, I think. I'll put a picture of it right here. So, I had heard this from a guy at work, so I researched it and I found a video on it. And the Canadian Redneck showed me exactly how to do it. So what you do is you pull the oil pump out of your old Farmall tractor. And then you take this plate off. And I've already done a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about. Then you sand the plate. See how it's dark in some spots and light in others? Yeah, there you can see it. So anyway, you sand it down until it's completely silver everywhere. No more dark spots. Because the theory is that this is the body of your oil pump. In these dark spots, you have oil escaping past the gasket. Because this pot metal that they made them out of back in the 40s warps. Seems logical to me. So I think this project is only going to take a few hours. Oh, and when you do this, you put it on a piece of glass or a mirror or something. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I got wet dry sandpaper. So I'm calling this Stuff I Learned on YouTube. How to fix my old tractor. Alright, y'all, so I got my wet dry sandpaper here. I'm oiling it with my oil can. I'm starting out with a little bit heavier grit and then getting a little lighter as I go. And in his video, he said it took him about an hour of sanding. Ugh. Alright, well, if I can get 5 to 10 more pounds of oil pressure, that'll be 5 to 10 more than I got when it's running operating temperature now. Alright, see y'all in a little bit. Alright, continuing on with things I learned on YouTube. There's the oil pump. I got one gear pulled out of it. And here is the plate after I've been sanding on it. You still see a dark spot right there in the center. I'm going to sand a little bit more. I guess you're not so much sanding as you are polishing, and there's another dark spot. And I went ahead and ordered 2 gaskets because the internet said that when you take it down some, you may need to add a gasket. And then I'm going to put this thing back together and see if I got more oil pressure. Like I said, this tractor, I don't know if I said or not, but I'm saying it now. It starts out at about 25 pounds cold, but once you get up to operating temperature, it doesn't even hardly register the needle. That's not good. But we're going to see what we can do about it. Alright, y'all. Chris, back on the farm. So the tractor never even got off the trailer. Had a few little problems, but I think we got past most of it. The oil pump actually bolts on right there. We got new oil in it, so I'm gonna get it off and we're gonna see if it's got pressure. It didn't take you long to get up here. You gonna help? All right. Alright, so we're fluctuating a little bit, but we're right at about 15 pounds. Now, it's only 75 degrees out here. Look, right now, the way the tractor was, we'd be down to about 8 pounds, or possibly less. So, you know, I think that we did some good. We may have only done, if it were 85 degrees, we may have only done 5 to 7 pounds worth of good. It appears that right now we've done about 7 pounds worth of good at this temperature. But you know what? 7 pounds in an old tractor is quite a bit. So, I don't know. I mean, we're going to run the little C until it won't run no more. I've considered tearing it down and getting a buddy to put bearings in it this winter. But then again, I kind of need to use it in the winter. I don't know. Decisions. But it appears that this, I'd like to recap. So a buddy at work told me about this process of polishing the oil pump. And then I found the video by the Canadian Redneck. I'd like to thank him. It appears that it really does do some good. It was probably 2 hours worth of work, an hour getting it apart, or half an hour getting it apart, half an hour putting it together, and about an hour to do the polishing on the oil pump. And you know, I really think that we got a little bit more oil pressure, and I don't know, I'm not as scared of it as I was. Hey, I'm Chris from Key Farm. Love God, love people, and this is something that I learned on YouTube. Bye.